By the end of 2017, I made a very nice wooden rainbow. Here we can see how I used my jigsaw table to cut the arcs. After some sanding, I paint the arcs, and then I could play with it before giving it to my nephew. One interesting project for every YouTuber is a teleprompter. This one is cheap and easy to make. And it helps quite a lot if we have to speak in front of the camera. Now, here we can see a doubling jig I had to improvise to make a lamp out of wooden hangers. My vertical drill press table was very useful to make this lamp. After a lot of improvisation to make all the parts of this lamp, I could put all the parts together. I made another similar lamp some time ago, but now I decided to make another two. Sure, this is a project every enthusiastic woodworker wants to make. An Adirondack chair. I made this wooden chair in 3 videos. In the first one, I used the plans I bought in the internet to make the plywood templates. I cut the pieces some bigger than the plans, and then I adjust the shape with the help of my DIY drum sander and my DIY disc sander. Like this, now I can use those woodworking templates to make as many Adirondack chairs as I want. So in the second video of this series, I use those templates to draw all the pieces I have to make on the wood I will use. I pre-cut the pieces so they are easier to handle. I cut the pieces some bigger than needed. And now, with the help of the router table and a flash trim router bit, I route all the pieces so they are a perfect copy of the templates. And there I have all the pieces before I mount the Adirondack chair. In the third video, I put together all the pieces of this wooden chair. Not a very difficult task, but we have to follow some steps. The most difficult part is to screw correctly all the back and all the seat slats. Then I disassemble the chair, I stay in it. Once again I put together all the pieces. And finally I can enjoy it. Now this is a simple jig that I had to improvise to cut identical plywood boards with the circular saw. As you can see, it is quite fast to change the boards we have to cut. It was very helpful to make fast and accurate cuts to get perfectly identical plywood boards. I needed those boards to make some storage trunks. So in this video I show how I made two simple templates that help to reinforce the plywood with some thin strips. The trick is to put the wooden reinforcements correctly so we get small corners to help to fit all the pieces of the storage trunk together. Some glue and some nails, and I have a quite big and cheap storage trunk. Well, actually I made 3 of them. Now, sometimes we don't want to deal with complicated wooden joints. So in this video I show how I made a wooden structure joining all the pieces with carpenter's glue and screws. Following some simple tricks, I make perfectly flush and strong wooden joints. And this is the wooden structure I made. Well, once again, I made more than one. A quite typical woodworking jig is a circle cutting jig. This is quite easy to make, and with some patience we can learn how to use it to make perfect wooden circles. This DIY leg vise is one of my favorite projects. I made it in 2 videos. In the first video, I made the wooden jaw and I installed the metallic clamp that helps to press the leg vise against the workbench. In the second video, I improved the leg vise so it works almost like a brand new one. Finally, my last project was this very simple table saw finger joint jig. You won't believe it, but it cuts any finger joint size with a simple blade. So in case you don't have a dado blade, this table saw jig can be very helpful.